Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Finance with Ian. My name is Ian and today we are talking about the top 8 ways to cut back on spending. Now before we begin, I want to let you guys know that I live in Texas, and the reason why I haven't been uploading lately is because of the blackout that happened over the past week. I didn't have any power or water, so it's kind of hard to make videos. However, everything's back to normal and I'm ready to get back on the grind. So before we begin, make sure to drop a like on the video to push this video to a larger audience, subscribe to stay tuned for more financial videos in the future, and let's get into this. Maybe you've just looked at your credit card statements and you've realized you're spending a little bit more than what you want. Or maybe you're saving up for something, or you're looking to invest and save a little bit more. Whatever the reason, I hope this video gives you the ability to save and invest a little bit more. So here goes the top 8 ways to cut back on your spending. For number 1, we have making coffee at home. You guys already know that I make my coffee at home, and I already think it's a waste to go to any cafe or Starbucks to get a $4 latte. I made a video recently breaking down the numbers and how making coffee at home can actually save you a lot of money over a year. I highly recommend watching it if you need a reason to make coffee at home. For number 2, we have something that is similar to number 1, and that is making smoothies at home. Now the reason why I included this is not because a lot of people go and get smoothies every day, but if you look at the price of smoothies, they cost a lot of money to get. So while smoothies are a great way to get your veggies and fruits in, it's not a great idea to go to a smoothie shop and get an $8 smoothie every day. So while one person's going to a smoothie shop and getting an $8 smoothie, another person's making the exact same smoothie at home for $2. If you get smoothies a lot, which I do, I would recommend investing in a blender. Once you have a blender, all you gotta do is buy some protein, fruits, and veggies, and you've got a way to cut back on your spending. For number 3, we have buying a reusable water bottle. Not only is it good for the planet and keeps your drink cold, but you don't have to buy water bottles everywhere you go. You probably don't think twice when you buy a water bottle for $1, but at the end of the month, those numbers can add up. So getting a reusable water bottle is a great way to cut out this extra costs. For number 4, avoid eating out so much. According to the statistics website Statista, the average American spends $240 each month eating out. I think most Americans can't afford to spend this money and they should invest it instead. Try limiting yourself to eating out only once a week and only for special occasions. I recently started meal prepping, and since then I've been able to reduce my food budget each month. I'm able to get healthy food for just $25 a week. With proper planning and shopping, you can cut back on your food bills as well. For number 5, we have waiting before buying something. I know we've all been there, where you've been walking through a store and you saw something you liked, or you were scrolling through Amazon and saw something you liked. It looks like something you really need or you really want, and the advertisements do a great job of selling to you. The best thing to do when you come across a scenario like this is to sleep on it and wait a few days. Chances are you won't really want it anymore and you get to save that money. This happened to me a while ago while I was scrolling through Amazon and saw a drone that I really liked. It was just over $100 and it looked like something that was really fun to own. But I waited, I slept on it, and I thought to myself, what could I really do with the drone? Besides for having fun flying it, I didn't think there's really any applications I could use it for. So at the end of the week, I decided I didn't want it and I get to essentially save that $100. So before you guys buy something on impulse, make sure to sleep on it and wait. For number 6, we have creating a budget. Having a budget may be old school, but it really works. Limiting yourself on what you can spend really stops you from spending the extra money at Chipotle. After you get your paycheck, budget out your money so you can cover your investments, savings, bills, and your wants. And if needed, you can always just track your spending so you can see what you're spending your money on. I've always thought of myself as pretty frugal, but after tracking what I spend, I found out that I spend a little more than what I should. For number 7, we have cutting back on subscriptions. While those $9 a month charges and $13 a month charges don't seem like too much, when you start adding on more and more subscriptions, it really starts to stack up. And those numbers get even bigger once you add them all at the end of the year. Try to limit yourself to 2 subscriptions, whether it be Spotify, Amazon Prime, or Hulu. A survey found that the average American has 3.5 subscriptions, and the average cost of each of those subscriptions is $8.50. So if you only have 2 subscriptions, you're doing better than the majority of Americans. For number 8, and I saved the most important one for last, it is having discipline. I've given you all the tips that I know and I can possibly give you, and chances are you've probably seen other videos on how to cut back on your spending. But to put all of this into action, you need to have self-discipline. Make a plan, stick with it, and track how well you do. Once you start spending less and less and see how much money you have at the end of the month, it really motivates you to save even more. To get to that point and to get early retirement, we're going to have self-discipline. Thanks so much for watching until the end of the video. Make sure to drop a like to push this video to a larger audience, subscribe to stay tuned for more financial videos in the future, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.